Hola guys and girls, and welcome to GBA Week 3, the Team Builder versus the Melbourne Rotoms, coached by none other than CybertronVGC, aka Aaron. And yeah, we of course have no history facing each other. He's new to the league, he's in general very new to the singles format. That didn't stop him though to win last week versus Joey, so he is still a scary opponent we have to prepare for. He of course has the Rain team. And yeah, let's go over that basically. So this once again a divisional match, so that is very important. And because Aaron actually managed to win versus Joey, we have a very close division still. At the top we currently have Jolt with 2-0, and the rest of us, everyone is 1-1. Joey is 1-1, I am 1-1, Aaron is 1-1. Currently I think I'm third place because of differential. I think only Joey is behind me and Aaron in front of me because of differential. But yeah, basically winning right here. If Jolt loses versus Joey, then we actually would be all 2-1, and that would be going forward very exciting for our division. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to win right here. But yeah, let's go over Aaron's team real quick. He got the Mimikyu, he got the Katana, the Pelipper, Kingdra, Porygon Z, Heliolisk, Ludicolo, Mega Swampert, Raichu, Hitmontop, and Sliggoo. He got, of course, the Rain team, the full-on Rain team. This basically, he has to bring Rain. Pelipper is going to come. I don't even know how this team could work without Pelipper. Pelipper is essential for his team. It's a Rain team, so of course you need Pelipper. He has like, it's difficult to imagine a non-Rain mode with this team because the mons which don't need the Rain are like Mimikyu, Katana, Heliolisk, Raichu, Hitmontop, Sliggoo, and that doesn't really sound like a team. So I'm thinking Pelipper is a given that he can bring his Rain team. Zimur, by the way, of course the Katana and the Raichu. So yeah, I think in general I have a decent matchup versus Rain, given the mons he has. He of course multiple Rain sweepers. He has a Kingdra, he has a Ludicolo, he has the Mega Swampert. Then we have stuff like the Sliggoo, which can benefit from Rain with the Hydration Rest shenanigans, stuff like that. Then there's two electric types, of course, having both access to Thunder and all this good stuff. So he has multiple options to of course, the Rain team. So, of course, he has multiple options to benefit from Rain. Other threats he has on his team, of course, which don't really need the Rain, which are, even without Rain, are big threats. Of course, the Katana, huge threat, has basically the perfect coverage for close to every team now, with getting knockoff and all this good stuff. So, if he Sword Dance up, something's going to die. Insane attacks that not so bulky on the special side, so it's easily revenged there, but pretty bulky on the physical side, so it's a bit more difficult to kill him with physical moves. Then, of course, the Mimikyu. Mimikyu is, I always think Mimikyu is a very weird mon to tier properly, because on the one hand, it's like looking at his stats is nothing special. What makes it special is the ability, of course, which basically gives it one free turn to do anything, basically. You can Trick Room, Will-O-Wisp, Sword Dance, just go for an attack. It's a very anti-offense mon and can go for Sword Dance on itself, but stat-wise and coverage-wise, it's like decent, I want to say, but so yeah, it's always weird to like know how to prepare for Mimikyu. Like, is it a big threat? Is it something you can, is it a tier B threat, tier A threat versus your team? It's difficult, but it is something I have to prepare for sure. Don't want an SD Mimikyu sweeping my team. And then other threats he got are the Porygon Z, of course, and these two electric types. Porygon Z he did not bring yet to a match. Yeah, I would prefer not doing that for now, but with his full-on Rain team, it's difficult. Like, it's difficult to fit PZ on there. Like, other mons are just way better in the Rain. Outside of Rain, of course, PZ is probably better than a lot of its mons, but in Rain, the other mons are just straight preferred. But yeah, threat-wise, if I have to rank the threats once again, number one, I want to say is Mega Swampert. Then we have the Katana. Then Mimikyu and Ludicolo I want to put on the same level, but I'm not so sure. Porygon Z is kind of in that area too, but like Katana, Mega Swampert, these are like the top two big threats versus my team. X mode, of course, only in Rain. Outside of Rain, I can revenge kill it rather easily. But in Rain, it's just way too big of a threat. It has like Earthquake, Waterfall, Ice Punch, all the coverage he needs, and then like maybe Superpower, Power Punch, I don't know, or Manual Rain, or Stealth Rocks, I don't know. It's his only Stealth Rocker. Looking at his team at the moment, yeah, Swanks mode is actually his only Stealth Rocker, so he might put Stealth Rocks on that. But yeah, that is his team. Now going over mine. We start off with good boy, the Mega Manetric. Enough speed to outspeed a max speed. Let me look at his team again. His fastest mon, which is the Raichu. With 110. Enough speed to outspeed Raichu. Thunderbolt, Voltage, Flamethrower, Hidden Power Grass. Hidden Power Grass, of course, for the Mega Swampert, which is one of his two electric immunities, Raichu of course being 1-2, so I could simply bring like an Assault with Raichu to do better with Manectric, but I can't afford to run a Modest Nature because I looked at all the things and I can't outspeed, not even an Element, Max Speed Swampert in the rain with Max Speed Timid, so it's not worth me to run that. And yeah, in general, electric mons are of course very nice with the rain. I Oko Mega Manectric. The only problem for the Oko the Pelipper with Mega Manectric, I don't Oko myself, of course. But yeah, the only problem for this is the Mega Swampert, which is bulky, which isn't Oko by HP Grass, so I have to catch him on a prediction, which I can decently well do because HP Grass is neutral hit on most of his Water type mons. So if I could catch him on a prediction, that would be awesome. Otherwise, I have to switch out most of the times. Intimidate, of course, coming in handy potentially with a lot of his mons. Other than that, Flamethrower there for Katana and to hit the Raichu for more damage. Of course, in the rain, it won't do a lot to the Raichu. It will do a lot still to Katana, though. Probably to KO. I didn't do the calc. But yeah, Manectric, pretty straightforward. 4 attacks, Speedy Mon, Mon's Nature, will hurt some stuff. Have to be careful with the Mega Swampert switching in because I don't want to give this thing a free switch. Next up, we got Sharp Beak Tornadus with Hurricane, Grass Knot, Newton, Tailwind. Just max speed, so I can still outspeed Raichu, because of course Raichu's base 110, Tornadus is base 111. This thing is there to, one, benefit from the rain as well, because Hurricane hits, actually. That's why I have the Sharp Beak. He has no flying resist, barring his electric types, which are not the most bulky ones. Then I have Grass Knot, of course, for the Swampert. Like I said, biggest threat on my team. Newton for some momentum. And then Tailwind in case the rain gets out of hand. And like I said, in rain, I have no Mon which is faster than its Rain Sweepers. I could potentially have a Mon, but on the team you see right here, I do not have a Mon which is faster than these in the rain. So in case of a dire situation, I have to rely on Tailwind, and then I can potentially sweep with some of my Mons, which outspeed his Mons, even in the rain. And that's why I said Sharp Beak, of course, to boost my Hurricane, and I thought, like, I always think these other items like Sharp Beak are way better than the plates. They are doing the same, but I just think they're better. Like, can you imagine Tornadus with a beak instead of the mustache? That's the main reason I have Sharp Beak. But yeah, Hurricane, like I said, very strong with Sharp Beak, 125 special attacks. He doesn't really have a switch, and like, since Aaron is not too, yeah, he's not the, he's the newest member, he's new to League format, so I don't know how much he's going with creative counter-teamy sets and how much he goes with more standard sets. While recording this, I only know the score of the match of Aaron and Joey. I don't know the upload. I didn't watch the video yet, so I have no idea if he brought more creative sets. I only know in the week 1 match he brought like more quote-unquote standard sets. So the Assaultless Raichu is like the best check to this, I have to say, but the Assaultless Raichu doesn't have Wish, of course, doesn't have Recovery. So, and he doesn't bring Raichu, he has like no switches to Hurricane. This thing can just sweep through his team on its own with Tailwind up. So that is great. Next up, we got Mrs. Cypher, which my physical defensive Lurantis, Release Storm, Giga Drain, Hidden Power, Fire, and Synthesis. Enough speed, actually, so I can outspeed a max speed Jolly Swampert outside of rain in Tailwind. I just want to have a little bit speed, so the Tailwind is not wasted on Lurantis. I can actually outspeed some mons. Then Leaf Storm Contrary, of course, my main attack. Giga Drain there, bit for a bit of recovery. And Hidden Power, Fire, therefore, is only Grass Resist, which is the Katana. Are we going to see him again? Oh, yeah, Sliggoo as well. Sliggoo, he didn't broad yet. I don't see it. If he brings Sliggoo, that's setup fodder for my next mon, you will see right there. So, I definitely take that. And then Synthesis for recovery. This thing is my main Mega Swampert check. I'm not too hit KO'd by Earthquake, not too hit KO'd by Waterfall. I can take both of his attacks. Ice Punch is a bit difficult. It has a chance actually to hit KO me because it's just so strong. But I have so many switches to Ice Punch, be it my Walnut, be it my Jeff, be it my Cabra. So I don't think he will go for it right away, and then I have to keep this thing basically healthy so I can at least take one Ice Punch so I'm not swept by the Mega Swampert. And yeah, it kind of checks the Katana as well, being physically defensive. Can take the Leaf Blades, of course, very well. Smart Strikes not so well, but still well enough, and I outgo it back with Hidden Power Fire. And yeah, that's basically Mrs. Cypher right here. Main check to the Mega Swampert and kind of to the Katana as well, but it's not alone on checking both on the Katana, so because otherwise Lurantis would be just overwhelmed by the offensive pressure of these mons. Next up, we have leftovers physically defensive Tapu Fini with enough speed to outspeed once again the same speed I hit with this under Tailwind is enough to outspeed the max speed Swampert outside of rain. With Moonblast, Grass Knot, Protect, and Calm Mind. Physically defensive with the Calm Mind. This thing has a very nice matchup with Steam as well. His only Fairy Resist actually is the Katana, and Katana is like way too weak on the special side to take these hits well. And Grass Knot once again for the Mega Swampert. Protect has here a double reason. For once, I get more leftovers recovery because of course Tapu Fini sadly has no reliable recovery, which would be great. This thing is a great check to the Kingdra as well. Just because of this, I don't think he will bring Kingdra, because Kingdra doesn't make anything to hit it. I resist the water attacks, I'm immune to dragon attacks. And then I have Calm Mind, that's what I mean. The Scizor would be set up for Tapu Fini. I can just get Calm Minds up and all this good stuff. And yeah, like I said, Protect is there to get more leftovers because I don't rely recovery, and it has the other option of stalling out rain turns, which could be very crucial. Not having him, like Ludicolo, outspeed me, not having his Swampert outspeed me, because of course I do outspeed max speed Ludicolo as well. Outside of rain, it hits the same, it has the same base speed as the Mega Swampert. So once rain is gone, I outspeed both Ludicolo and Mega Swampert, and can KO potentially both. Of course, Ludicolo not Oko, but I can Oko the Mega Swampert with the Grass Knot. So yeah, that is Tapu Fini for you. Next up, we got Jeff, the Chrome Black with the Choice Scarf. Enough speed to outspeed a max speed Porygon Z. And I decide to run Choice Scarf because this one's my failsafe for Mimikyu. Terrorbolt, of course, ignores the Disguise of Mimikyu. And my attacks actually do damage on the first turn, like, even though he has Disguise. And that's why I have Shadow Claw on this Mon as well. Shadow Claw over Iron Head, because even though Iron Head is stronger, of course, with the Mimikyu, Flash Cannon, of course, would be weaker on Iron Head as well, so just because of the attack difference in Kyurem, and Mimikyu has higher special defense than defense. But I tried to have Shadow Claw because look at this team: Katana, Pelipper, Kingdra, Heliodis, Ludicolo, Mega Robot, Raichu. 7 monsters which resist Iron Head, and I don't want to get any of these monster free switching on Iron Head. I'd rather have Shadow Claw, which hits everything neutral. Only Porygon Z is, of course, immune to that. So I'd rather have that to hit the Mimikyu for some damage. Then Ice Beam is probably the move I spam the most with this Mon, because even though he has 4 water types, and 1 steel type. Fun trivia fact about his team: none of these resist ice. Katana has dual typing grass, ice neutral to that. Pelipper, dual typing flying, ice neutral to that. Kingdra, dual typing dragon, ice neutral to that. Ludicolo, double typing grass, ice neutral to that. Mega Swampert, dual typing ground, ice is neutral to that. So I can just spam Ice Beam with his team. He has no ice resist at all, so I can spam that nicely. And then we have Fusion Bolt, just if I want to Oko the Pelipper or something like that. And then Dragon Claw as my other move I want to potentially spam. Of course, now I have to be careful with the Misty Terrain from my Tapu Fini, because that would weaken the Dragon Claw. But other than that, Hero Black is here. I have minus defense nature, because in rain, this thing is my best check to the Ludicolo, for example. I only take like max. If he's Life Orb, from all of his attacks, I take maximum like 30% in the rain. And I can do a lot of damage to him with Ice Beam, Fusion Bolt, and all this good stuff. So, yeah, that's why I'm minus defense over minus def, because most of his mons are special attackers. His only physical attackers, real physical attackers, are the Mimikyu, which outspeed either way. The Katana, which would Oko me either way. And the Swampert, which would do way too much damage to me with Superpower. Superpower would probably Oko me, I didn't do the calc, but overall, I think I would probably switch a Kyurem to more special attacks on his team, be it from one of his electric types, be it from one of his water types. And then I can retaliate back with an Ice Beam and all this good stuff. So yeah, that is Kyurem Black for ya. Next up, we got Cabra, which is a bulky offensive Cobalion with close combat, Iron Head, Volt Switch, and Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock, of course, off the team with the Chopper Berry. This thing is my check to the Katana. Like I said, Lurantis can't carry the weight of checking both the Swampert and the Katana, so that's why I have Cobalion right here with the Chopper Berries. I, of course, resist the Smart Strike and the potential Scizor and the potential Leaf Blade from the Katana. The only thing he has to hit me is his Sacred Sword, which I do resist the Chopper Berry. And I can KO back with a super effective close combat. Iron Head there for the Mimikyu, because I don't want to rely solely on Jeff to take that thing on. And then Volt Switch a bit for momentum. He has a lot of switches to Iron Head, so I might want to Volt Switch out with something like the like a lot of his Iron Heads, which is like physically defensive. Pelipper, that is a good nice switch to my Cobalion, or a nice check to my Cobalion overall, so I want to Volt Switch out, get some, even though I'm minus special attack nature, Volt Switch will still reduce an amount if he's physically defensive, just because it's 4 times super effective. It won't KO, of course, and then we have Stealth Rock there, because we want Stealth Rock versus team weakening for, in general, the Pelipper, because that is a big thing. I don't think Pelipper will actually have leftovers. Most of the guys will have Damp Rock, so it has no reliable recovery, and having rocks up is forcing him to roost, or basically have this Mon dying, which would be great. But yeah, that is my Cobalion. That is my full team. Let me know in the comments what you think of the team, what could have done better, what is in your opinion not the correct thing, and what of course will be the MVP in the upcoming game. Leave all of that in the comments. You can be excited for the match tomorrow, and I will see you there. Check out all the GBA channels and Twitter. Check out Aaron, of course. All these links will be in the description. And yeah, that is all from me. I will see you another time. Ciao.